Yes, people. Look at that. Sun shining on me already, man. Wasn't shining on me about 2 minutes ago, but I can see the sun rays shining on me. Yeah, man, we're back. We are back again. Yeah, me and my boy Craig, episode 2 of the Who, What, Where, How show. And believe me, this is going to be a thing that we're going to just keep going until, do you know what I'm saying? Man's had enough. But you know how we do, yeah. Big up to Hannah for the intro, man. That intro just pops every time, man. But anyway, let's get into it without further ado. How you been, Mr. Craig?
I've been good. I've been good, man. Big up Ab for having me again, man. It's always a pleasure jumping on and just sharing our thoughts about our club. So yeah, man. I've been good.
Nice. Now you see my shows now, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've got the clipping tools as well now. So
yeah,
when man says something, he
mm-hmm.
has to say it with chest.
yeah.
Or if he hasn't got chest, it's
Then
getting clipped.
it's getting
So
clicked. Yeah. Okay.
you know, it's gonna be one of them ones. But let's get into it anyway. Have you noticed that it's getting a bit hotter now in the evening?
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
bit hot now, isn't it?
It's getting hotter on the evening. Yeah. And in the days, in the mornings, it's very cold. And by mid afternoon, but like 6, 7, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, it gets warm again. Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. Anyway,
Mhm.
let's get into it. So you went to the Emirates.
On
Was
it Wednesday or Tuesday? I think it was
Wednesday? Yeah.
Tuesday or Wednesday. I think Arsenal played Leverkusen Emirates Cup. It was Wednesday.
You watched the game and everything, yeah.
Yeah, I watched the game. Yeah, the whole game.
Talk me through it, man, because you was there. You was there live and you watched it. I didn't watch the whole. Actually, no, I watched the game, but I didn't watch the whole game. So talk me through it. Tell me what you thought of the game and what you thought of our players and stuff.
I watched the game. The game was a great game. Like we battered them in the first half, absolutely destroyed them. Our first 11 just destroyed them. Toshenko had a great game, and I'm a big critic of him sometimes. He's defending, but he defended well, and he had a great game. He scored a great goal. Jesus, Trossard scored a great goal as well. It's a nice little 1-2. The Trossard won the ball in the middle in opposition end of the pitch, high up in the pitch, pressed him and won the ball. Played the ball into, I think it was Jesus. Jesus played to Havertz. Havertz flicked it across, and then Trossard set the goalkeeper on his arse. The keeper went one way, faked the shot, and then the keeper went down. Then he just rolled into the other part, just rolled it into the net. That was a good goal. Jesus scored a good goal as well. Got the ball, just ran, and hit a shot. Keeper should have saved it, but it just went squirmed under his hand. So it was a good goal. So we scored some great goals in the first half. Havertz scored a goal as well against his former club. Good team. I think Havertz had a great game when he played on the other day. He had a great game. He played very well. The young kids came on, and then when he did very well when he came on. He looks very lively. He looks very, very good player. I thought this season he needs to be given more opportunities in the first team, even in the League Cup or even the Premier League, even a little 20 minutes here and there. He looks ready. Honestly, I wouldn't say that as an Arsenal fan, but he looks ready for this season. Lewis Skelly as well played left back. He looks ready as well. He was a bit shaky playing left back, but you can see he's very tenacious. He can win the ball. He's not scared to make a tackle. He's not scared to make a pass. Not scared to dribble. And when he got the ball, it wasn't like, that sometimes when you're a young player, you panic on the ball. He wasn't panicking on the ball. He was composed, and he was just doing his thing. So there was one of the goals that they scored. He was out of position, but he will learn. He will learn from that. I think Arteta after the game was talking to him. I was watching after the game. Was talking to him. Maybe talked to him about his positioning for the goal that they conceded. But then he brought on a lot of the kids in the second half as well. Like Haven came on. A couple of the other youngsters came on as well. They're young. Some of the youngsters who came on, they're young, they're raw. So it's good to give them experience now, so they can learn and they can grow. Maybe some of them might go on loan just to gain Premier League experience. So, but I'll definitely keep Lewis Skelly and Nieri in the first team this season. I think they could do a job for the team.
Well, I'm going to cross-examine you on that now, because that's a big statement to say these men are ready. So from watching a weakened Bayer Leverkusen team, the other day to, you know, you watching them and you thinking they're ready for the first team?
I think Ranieri is definitely ready. I think
Where
Ranieri is
does
definitely ready.
Ranieri play? Does he play on the right or?
And they play centre mid, like number 10.
Centre mid.
Centre mid, yeah. He
And you
looks
think
ready.
he's ready?
When he got the ball, he was just making positive runs. It reminded me of a young Jack Wilshere, like really making positive runs. But it wasn't just making runs, it was passing the ball, moving, passing and moving. It wasn't just stand. You know, you got some midfielders that would just stay static. I know the state they pass the ball, they pass. He wasn't doing that. He got the ball, looking for a next man to run, passed the ball and made runs every time he made the run, like demanding the ball, running, making like a number 10 should do, like making passes, making runs. And he made some good passes to Trossard as well. He's making some good passes to Trossard. So on another day, Trossard could have got a couple more goals. So I think he's definitely looked like he's ready. I think he's ready this season.
So do you think these men, maybe not starting games, but do you think these men have got like an opportunity like in the Premier League to come into some games, or do you just want to just limit them to like, you know, the Carabao Cup games? You know, because when you said they're ready for the first team, you need to kind of like,
okay,
in terms of ready,
I'll elaborate. They can come on in a game like if we're winning and you can get them in that nice little run out, now 15, 20 minutes just to gain experience. But I think Ranieri is definitely ready to get minutes, challenge, because I feel like he's been waiting in the wings for a while now. He got his first start when he was 15 years old, so he's just getting better and better.
He's
17. I'm saying he got his first game when he was 15 against Brentford. I remember that game as well. So I feel like he's ready. He came on against West Ham last season. You can see he's more. This pre-season looks more and more confident. He's more confident. He's more growing into himself as a player now. So I feel like he could be ready. He could be ready for if Arteta needs a player to bring on as an impact, not to start him. No, I hear that. Not to start him, but like bring him on just to gain Premier League experience. Because if you don't give him any minutes, he'll end up leaving like the rest of the young players that have left Arsenal recently. So he needs to, he's got good potential.
You know, this is crazy because Vieira didn't play, did he?
He did. He played. He started on the right. Saka came on at half time.
How was he?
You know how he is. He's not a right winger.
Yeah.
He's not a right winger. When Saka came on second half, it was a different game. When Saka came on, he was trying. He hasn't got the pace of Saka, so he's not really got the pace of Saka, to be honest with you.
You don't seem like you fancy Vieira at this moment. When I go,
I've said that since last season, to be honest with you. I don't know what's his best.
Still looking mager and lightweight, and
he doesn't look
a bit stronger.
He's lacking something. I don't know what. I think he's lacking. Like he needs to bulk up more, I would say. Because against Premier League opposition, if he play on the right wing, he's not going to play on the right wing in a Premier League game. I don't think so. Because he's not got the pace to get past players. He's got a good pass on me. He can pass a ball, but he's not going to do a step over and beat a man, or like Saka can go through one or two man and cut in and shoot. So I don't know.
Why isn't he so? Here's my thing now, yeah. If Ranieri can hold a centre midfield spot and Vieira can't, doesn't that tell you a lot about this player? Because he's not a winger. So aren't we just like, why is that guy still in our club? Why can't we just put him on a loan or a loan for buy somewhere else? Because as far as I'm concerned, the club has spent money on this guy, 30-something million. And we don't. I know he had a couple of injuries last season. He was out for a little while, but he's not really shown me anything apart from that goal at Brentford, I think, or free kick or whatever, or scored a nice goal. I ain't seen nothing from him. And do you know what? If you want to win league titles, you can't have passengers. And as far as I'm, he's a passenger. But let me big up to like a couple of people in here already. So big up to Chris Welsh. Well, she says, big up, hope we are all well. Yeah, we're all good, man. Make sure you're subbing to Chris Welsh as well, man. He's just knocking out that content like hot dinners at the moment, man. So make sure you go and subscribe to Mr. Chris at the moment. We're gonna be following suit as well. I want to get Chris onto this show one of these days, but he's just so busy at the moment. I suppose when the Premier League starts and we start having some panels, then probably we'll get him on, or we'll do something anyway. Chris said he's on his way back from Gillingham. 6 hours traveling to Gillingham to watch us get beat 4-1.
Painful.
Good one. Cheers for that. Get that out of date pint of milk out of the club. Wow. And you lot have made some signings as well. So that's a bit of a crazy one. You know, I thought you guys would be on it from minute one. You know, you've been talking about all the signings you've been bringing in as well, and you're getting clapped 4-1. That's not a good look. That's not a good look. But you know what? It's the first game of the season. Big up to Caps, my guy. I was hoping you knew this guy. You know, this is one of our guys from back in the day. Caps. I know him obviously off YouTube and everything. I know him like proper and that. So I think you guys know this, got the same circles as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Know the same people and stuff as well. So yeah, man. Hopefully you can come on. But if you can't come on, we do a link up at some point anyway. So it's all good. Cap says Bun Fabio. Chris says Arteta, though he was going to be Portugal Patrick Vieira, but ends up being Love Island. Oh man, Fabio and pass. Yeah, that's all he can do at the moment, though. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we need people that's gonna pass, shoot. Do you know what I mean? Have that thread of the needle pass. You know, I need to see like a Bernardo Silva type. Vieira, not. Do you know what I mean? The Darren Signal Vieira.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Anyway, so watching that game, I know there's not much you can really. It's a bit difficult because we're playing tomorrow. We've got Emirates Cup tomorrow.
We've got Leon tomorrow at home.
Yeah. So, do you think we're ready for the Premier League campaign? Do you think we're ready this season?
Boy, the Leverkusen, they're a good team, but we actually battered them. But the Premier League is a different kettle of fish. This was not a competitive game; it's a friendly game, so players are getting their fitness up and whatever. It's good to score 4 goals at home, but when it really matters is next week Saturday or Saturday or Sunday when we're playing, when the 3 points are on the line. I feel we're 2 or 3 players short. That's my honest opinion. I feel we're 2 or 3 players short. I feel like we definitely not, because we need another winger. 100% need another winger. Definitely another centre forward, because we can't rely on Jesus. Jesus is like a prime Ronaldo in pre-season, and when it comes to the season now, they pick up an injury first game of the season, they're out for months. So we need someone who's reliable. Eddie Nketiah is going to go to. Hopefully, we're going to Marseille. So we're going to be very short on centre forward. So we definitely need to get a centre forward in. I would say maybe 1 or 2.
Who stood out for you again? Who stood out for you? I know you mentioned 2 of the youngsters that played, but who stood out for you against Bayern Leverkusen the other day?
Jesus and Trossard.
Okay.
Trossard had a great game. Jesus as well. He looks like he's got his hunger back, but
yeah,
he always does that. He always does well in pre-season, and as I said, he gets injured and then takes him a long time to get his rhythm back. It took him a long time last season after he had the injury last season to get back into form again, and then he lost his place to Havertz in the end. So he has to be on it this season. I would say he's the one of them players that's in the last chance saloon for me this season. Like, if it doesn't do the numbers this season, then I would be really looking to upgrade big time on him. Even now, I even feel like now we should upgrade him now.
Let me tell you something. Sorry to interrupt you. Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah. It's not even Trossard that we need to be talking about. It's the man called Martinelli, because Martinelli is getting away with a lot of stuff recently. He's a head down merchant. Yeah. Last season, okay, he got injured, but when he came back, he was arse and cheeks. Next season, sorry, it's a make or break season for him
as well.
With Trossard, you know what you get with Trossard. Trossard's a big man. Yeah, he's like 30. I think he's nearly 30 years old or whatever. But Martinelli, if he doesn't do anything next season, bar injuries, then for me, I think he stagnated, because he's what I saw in that last preseason game against Liverpool was all right, but there's still some things about his game that I don't like. So he's a winger, but he's just head down. He's just like that when he's playing, just running. And as a winger, you can't be like that, man. You have to have variations to your game. That's why man like Saka, yeah, you know, he will goad his player, yeah. He'd be like running, you know, towards him. He's looking to see where. Yes, he's not the fastest in the world. Martinelli's obviously quicker than him, but Saka's deceptively quick as well. But with the thing with Saka, yeah, is he looks predictable on the eye, but he's got quick feet. So you know he's looking to come inside all the time. Pause, yeah. He's always looking to do that jinking and, you know, drop inside, drop a shoulder, and then, you know, shoot. That's Saka's game, yeah. Or cross it, you know, do his in-swinging cross. Or sometimes he might even just like he go left, and then he go inside, and he try and cross it with his right foot. I've seen a couple of times where he tries with his right foot. Where Martinelli, he's a little bit too predictable for me. He can go past his first man, but then after that, it's almost like he runs out of ideas. It's almost like he can't cross it with his left. It's almost like when he runs past his man, he has to come back again. Do you know what I mean? To try and go. And for me, he frustrates me a lot. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know, Caps. I'm being real. I'm being real. Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. You know, it's true. But for me, Martinelli has to have a big season next season, because for me, you know, it's all or nothing with him. And people can make the conspiracy theories about, oh, we should be playing up top and everything and stuff like that. Arteta has put him on the wing for a reason, you know. If he rates him in that position up top or not, that's another thing. But yeah. So for you, you're saying Trossard and Jesus, they both stood out against Bayer Leverkusen, yeah. So what about Havertz? Because you haven't mentioned
and Havertz as well. Havertz had a good game as well. He had a very good game as well. I think he came off for towards the end. He came off for Eddie Nketiah had like a good 15 or 10, 15
Eddie
minutes.
Nketiah played, yeah. Eddie Nketiah played.
He came on, yeah.
Oh.
Didn't
Who was
do
in
anything.
goal? Who was in goal?
David Raya. Was in goal.
David
Raya.
Raya.
Right back was Ben White, Saliba, and Gabriel. Left back was Shevchenko. Centre middle was Jorginho. Who was it? Jorginho, Odegaard. Havertz was playing in midfield as well. In the centre mid, number 8, I think it was. And up top it was Jesus, Vieira, and Trossard as the front three.
Okay, so yeah, obviously it's not our full first team, innit? It's not our full first team, but you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know. But anyway, there's something I need to talk about quickly. Yeah. There's something I need to talk about, and let's get into it in a minute. I don't know if you've heard about this.
No.
Hold on a sec. Let me see if I can bring it up. You may have heard about it, but I'm gonna chat to you in a minute. Hold on 1 second. 1 sec. Come on. Guys, don't forget, yeah, to smash the likes, people. Yeah, you're there watching me and watching Craig. You're getting free content. Make sure you go and subscribe to 8-7. It's so easy, yeah. Put in the word 8 and 7 next to each other, yeah. Click on that, on YouTube, and then you're gonna come to like, I think it's like a black box with
Yeah.
8-7 in it. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to his channel. Yeah, his channel's doing bits. I'm telling you. So make sure you guys go and subscribe. Yeah, no long thing. Just make sure you subscribe. Right. Right, here we are. Here we are. So I'm just gonna bring up something anyway, and then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Right, okay. Let me bring this up. Then share screen. Okay.
Oh.
What can you see here?
Pickpocket. He's
And
taking the purse. He's taking the purse. I've
so,
read this article. I know you're gonna tell me, but tell me again. I know I heard about this.
so Arteta's been at it again. Pickpocket FC. You know, getting into the players' heads, psychology thing. You know, first it was like Anfield playing, you know, the Anfield on the speakers. But now him and Edu's got a new thing, and it's the pickpocket. You know, and you know, he's done this with the players because he wants to keep the players alert. Now, just give us a little give us your opinion on what you think about this type of strategy that you know, Arteta's doing. Just give us a little bit of, you know.
I think he did this last season, wasn't it? He did this last season, right?
Is it? No, it's this season. It's this season.
This season?
Yeah, it's this season, bro.
I don't know, man. God. If you, there's one thing I have to say. If you're a footballer, you're not streetwise, then like footballing wise, like you're not streetwise, brain wise, like you're going out, you have your wallet. It doesn't. Either you have it, you don't have it. Like look at Man City, they have it. Guardiola will never do this to their players, like make them do pickpockets and all this nonsense. Like he would never do this. So I think there's a lot of like now I think it's just being desperate now. Honestly, I think it's being desperate to do something or the other because he's 2 seasons now should have won a league title. He hasn't won a league title. Now he's trying to think of some strategy to make us win matches, try and win the league. When what he needs to do is he as a manager needs to work on himself, not just the players. He needs to work on finding ways how to beat Guardiola, not him doing this pickpocket thing. It's not gonna. What's gonna happen from it? What are they gonna learn? Some players will listen to it. Some of the older players will think, "What's this nonsense?" Like the younger players will listen to the managers up to a certain extent, but the older players will thinking, "This manager's crazy. Like, what's he doing? Like, what's this about? How's it gonna solve our issues for the season? When what we need is some quality players." Yeah, what's that gonna do?
You see, my opinion on it, it's all nonsense. It's all nonsense.
That's what I'm saying.
It's all nonsense because you're in your 5th year of tenure or whatever you say it, however you say it.
Tenure,
and now you're looking at these type of methods, you know, and you think those type of methods are going to get us over the line, yeah? Do you think Man City are sitting there, yeah, in the second part of the season, you know, like, oh, Guardiola done that exercise with us, yeah, you know, like, make sure, you know, someone's taking something from my bag and valuable items and stuff like that. Man City are laughing. Man City be laughing at stuff like that. I just don't get these guys' methods, yeah. And as Chris said, yeah, shouldn't Arteta be focusing on getting a striker?
Yeah. Arteta, the thing with Arteta, he's never bought in a quality striker since he was also manager. Name the striker he's brought in that's been top class, scored loads of goals. He's only all the finance he's done so far He's bought loads of goalkeepers, loads of defenders, loads of midfielders, but no strikers. It's like he can't find a striker that can get him over the line. He bought Jesus. I thought Jesus would be the answer when he first came to Arsenal. I thought, yeah, he'll be good. He'll get us to win us the league. Didn't do it. He brought in Havertz last summer. I thought, I don't know, he didn't. Chelsea's form was not all that. He played okay-ish last season, but not us to win the title. So he needs to work on getting a world-class centre forward to come to the club and score goals, 25 to 30 goals a season to win us the league. That's what we need, not pickpockets. Because we're going to be a laughing. I bet we're a laughing stock online right now. I bet other fan channels are laughing at us calling us pickpocket FC. You know how the fan channels are when they pick up on this nonsense. So we'll be getting roasted in the Arsenal will be getting roasted in the comments. All Talk Sport and all these big channels will be laughing at us, thinking, look at Arsenal, always making us a laughing stock. And we're not a laughing stock club. We're a big club. Arsenal's the biggest club third biggest club in England, and we're being made to look like a laughing stock right now. It doesn't make sense, man.
Hold on. That statement there, though, yeah. Although it's factually correct, we've only brought in Calafiori and some young buck goalkeeper. So we may be the third most successful Premier team in the country, but we're moving like Brentford at the moment. We're moving like Wolves.
Yeah.
You know, we're moving like Everton. That's how Arsenal are moving at the moment.
Yeah.
Now, question to you, and I want to see if you've got chest when I ask you this question. Will Arsenal bring in a midfielder, a right winger, and a striker before the end of the transfer window?
I don't think so. I think they'll bring in one, but not gonna bring the other two. They'll leave it till deadline, and they'll say they've run out of time to bring in a player. Then they'll wait until January. They'll assess it in January.
But why do they always do this, bro? Why?
That's what I'm saying. Every day I've been checking the transfer rumors. We've been linked with this one, that one. We've been linked to that Mikel Moreno guy. I think that deal's already been agreed. I think it's going to be a medical. I think there's 17 million plus add-ons for him. But we still need 2 more players. I don't see him for example, Pedro Neto could be a link to all the last 3 seasons we've been linked with him. He's gone to Chelsea now. He's a Chelsea player now. So,
bro, don't even get on about Neto now. Don't upset me today, because you're gonna upset me. I want to end the stream. Yeah. Please don't talk to me about Neto. Okay. Because that one, you talk about pickpockets.
That's it. Exactly that.
That one is like a literal. Can you remember the words bus a tech back in the day? They bus a tech from me, yeah.
Yeah.
So literally, Neto's been taken out, yeah, of my handbag, basically, yeah. Because you know what, Neto's been there all this time. Now, the problem is for me, yeah, is that we can look at it in 2 ways. We can look at this in 2 ways with Neto. So there may have been a high risk with Neto because of his injuries. So that's probably why a lot of teams didn't take the risk in, buying him. But there's also that other risk. There's also that other advantage of, if he's over his injuries and he's cooking for Chelsea, oh Lord. If he starts cooking for Chelsea, say I was with Coach's Corner yesterday, and he was saying, if he can get 25 games out of Pedro Neto, they're winning. They're winning. And as much as like, you know what, I'm not someone that really wants someone to get injured, but bro, this man can't last 25 games. because the amount of destruction this man will do. Now, people can say, "Oh, do you know what? Yeah, Neto's not all of that. He's not all that and everything." Neto is sick, bro. I don't care what anyone says.
It's a baller.
Neto is a baller. He may not be the type of baller that scores the same amount of goals as a Saka or the assists and stuff, but it's what he does when he's got the ball. He opens up the play for others. He can run the channels. He can go inside, outside. He can shoot. And he scares defenders. He's a brilliant player, and for us to miss out on him, I'm upset because who we got? Reece Nelson next season on the right.
Yeah, Reece
is still here. Reece is still here.
Nketiah's still here. A couple of
Nketiah's going. Nketiah going.
Yeah, I think Nketiah's definitely gonna go. Kieran Tierney's still here. He's not gonna get any minutes next season. Kieran Tierney.
What are we doing in terms of these players, then, bro? Why are these players still at the club?
I think the problem is they're on big wages, and other clubs don't want to pay their wages. That's the problem. We put them on suit. That Nketiah's on $100,000 a week. Reece Nelson $100,000 a week. So the buying club I'm not gonna offer him $100,000 a week. They'll have to take a pay cut. And most likely doesn't want to take a pay cut to move to another club. So that's one of the factors as well. We have overpaid our players on big wages to keep them, and now we're trying to get rid of them. Nobody wants to pay that money for them. That's the problem. That's what I think the issue is. We've overcompensated on players, and now to sell them, it's going to cost us a lot to get rid of them. We're going to make a big loss on them. That's what I think it is.
But isn't it worse that we keep them rotting on the bench and still paying them than rather just just get rid.
Cut your losses.
I
agree.
Get rid, because
I agree with you. Yeah.
And this is the Arsenal way, isn't it? It's always let's don't be proactive, be reactive, And whether it's a thing of Arsenal are doing things like on a quiet and they don't want anyone to know their business, okay, I can understand that. But we're in, what is it, the 10th of August now?
Yeah, today's the 10th of August. We've got 2.5 weeks left.
Yeah, Man United bought De Ligt. They've bought Xerxes. They bought in Euro. Who else did they bought?
That right back from Bayern Munich, the Moroccan right back. He's coming as well.
They've got 4 players already. 4 players already. Liverpool, obviously, they ain't bought anyone. But they don't really need that many because they got some good youth players. They've got, there's talk about Zubimendi, because if Zubimendi goes to Liverpool, will Mourinho end up going to Arsenal?
That's what I'm thinking. I don't want to sell both their midfielders. They're starting midfielders as well.
Both their midfielders. I don't. So whether we get our player first, it's I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, and even who else was been linked with
big up AFC.
Liverpool just sold Carvalho, their youth academy player, for 29 million to 28. A big money to Brentford. The record sale to Brentford.
20 million
plus add-ons. It's gone up to 20 something. 20.
Okay, so they've done all right with it.
Yeah, hold on. 1 second.
They've done all right. For Carvalho, yeah.
Yeah, Carvalho's gone to Brentford. Hold on a second. I'll tell you how much it is. How much it's gone for.
That's a good little price.
That's a good signing. It's a good young player as well. 27.5 million it's gone for. That's what I'm saying. And we can't sell Nketiah for 30 million. And we can't sell Nketiah for 30 million. And this guy's been in the league less time than Nketiah and Reece Nelson. Make it make sense. Nketiah scored 19 goals in 7 seasons.
What's your take on I think we've spoken about this already. What's your take on Arsenal what we need to achieve minimum. When I say minimum next season, what do Arsenal have to take home minimum end of season? So for you, what is it minimum we have to take, or are you just happy just to compete? Tell me.
No,
Tell me.
I'm not. I need to start winning trophies now. I'm getting frustrated every season. I see them going to the Emirates, and then you go to the stadium, you see all the trophies that I won in the past, have it on the stadium, and you go to the Emirates now, it's empty, empty, empty. The last couple of years, no trophies. We have to win a trophy this season, either the Premier League, FA Cup, or Champions League. I know it's impossible. Everyone's gonna say Champions League impossible, but we have to aim. If we're a big club, we have to aim for big trophies, and I think those are trophies we have to aim for this season. We need to win a trophy this season. We can't be a big club not winning trophies. It can't happen again. I'm sorry, man. It's too painful. The last 2 seasons, I'm still recovering from last season. We lost the league last season and the season before that as well. And then other clubs are just bantering us every season. No, we need to win a trophy. We need to win a big trophy this season, because it's been how many years now since we last won a trophy? 21 years is a long time. 21 years. The last time Arsenal won a trophy, I was in high school. 2004 was the last time Arsenal won a trophy. The last time Arsenal won a Premier League trophy.
Man, last time we won the Premier League, my first daughter, she would have seen. She's seen a Premier League. My second one hasn't though. So it's madness, bro. It's madness.
21 years.
21 years. For me, it's Premier League. Forget the Champions League. We're not winning Champions League. It has to be the Premier League. If we don't win the Premier League, the minimum I'm accepting is a FA Cup, but I won't be happy with that. It has to be a FA Cup and a Carabao Cup double. Yeah. That's the minimum for me. But I want the Premier League. Now, am I entitled to the Premier League? No, I'm not, because there's other teams that are going to be fighting for it. But for me, third season in a row without a Premier League title. Let me ask you something here, because I'm on an analytical thing today. If we don't win a Premier League, for the third season in a row, we don't win anything. Do you think the players are going to start like looking around their shoulder and talking to the agents?
I'll be honest with you, that's why someone needs to win a trophy this season, because I can definitely see Saliba going. Roman did a sniffing for Saliba, and I think if we don't win anything this season, he's gone to Madrid. That's a gone deal. He's gone to Madrid. If we don't win anything this season, he's gone. He's definitely going to Madrid if he don't win anything this season. He will definitely go. Saka will start questioning. Saka will have 2 years left on his contract after this season. I think he's had a 5-year contract a couple of seasons ago. He'll have 2 or 3 years left on his contract. He will start questioning the direction where the club is going. Martinelli, all these other players, like Gabriel, all these players are questioning. I come in to win trophies. I will not win anything. I want to win trophies. Players will want to move on. The same happened under Wenger. When we had that great team, we had like Fabregas, Nasri, Van Persie, all them players, after we stopped winning trophies, we kept on getting to the cup finals and losing them, they all had enough and they all left one by one. Every summer we lost a player. Fabregas left, Nasri left, Van Persie left, Adebayor left. All the players started leaving one by one. Pleb left. So it seems like it's going to be it's a repeat cycle again. We rebuild after so many years in the wilderness or struggling to get top 4. We rebuild and we've got a good young team. And now we need to win trophies to keep our best players. And if we don't win any trophies this season, they're all going to leave. The majority of that team will break up and they will leave. There's nothing the club can do. We'll get decent money for them, but do you want decent money for players, or would you rather win a trophy and keep them players and you can win more and more trophies and build a decent era or domination on the league for a couple of years and win a couple of big trophies with that, instead of we selling our best players off every summer again because we have to balance the books, or So I would rather. I know what I would rather. I'd rather win. I'd rather win a trophy and keep our best players. That's what I would rather have. That's just my honest opinion. That's gonna happen.
No, there's nothing wrong with having your honest opinion. For me, end of the season, no trophies. Arteta's got to walk. Yeah, he's got to walk. But then we're going to be back into the gutters again. We will have to go out and find, a top manager. For me, next season, man, this season, incoming season. There's a lot of stuff that can go wrong as well, because in our heads we're probably thinking, like, deep down, safety thing, yeah, we might just get FA Cup win or something like that. But when you look at other teams, so did you watch? I don't know if you didn't catch the City versus Man United game today, did you?
No, I was at work.
Listen, bro.
Yeah.
Man City looked good. I'm sorry, Man United looked good today, Man United, I'm not saying they're competing for the league, but they look good today. They took Man City to the right to the end. They should have won the game. They had some good chances to win the game, but they didn't. And obviously on penalties, they messed up. But they're a team as well that are just doing their thing, buying their little players. I'm sure they're going to go out and buy a big boy striker at some point. May even go in for Tony at some point. One of them last minute.
Yeah,
Tony.
last minute. Yeah.
And then suddenly, if they're going for a Tony, they're looking all right. We look all right in terms of, like, we've got the stability, haven't we? In terms of, like, we can compete at the top, but we're just not that extra level. Man City are that extra level. But the other teams, like, below us, so you've got, like, the Liverpools, you've got, like,
Aston Villa,
but I don't know if Aston Villa are going to be up there next season. Chelsea as well. Chelsea are dangerous.
Tottenham just gone and bought Solanke for almost 60-something million.
Yeah,
and he scored a lot of goals last season. Well, I don't know how he got Tottenham though.
I think they're peter out. But for me, the top teams are the top six. So Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United, and who's the other one?
Newcastle. No,
maybe a Newcastle.
They might. If they can keep the injuries down this season and keep their best players,
maybe a Newcastle.
Could definitely. Newcastle,
that's what I mean.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. So, and obviously you've got, like, the teams like Villa, you've got Tottenham as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, these teams are capable, of spoiling, your team's run at any time in it. So those are, like, the outside teams. Villa, they're going to be looking to go for a good run in the Champions League, but they're not going to win the Champions League. But I think they're a few players, like, short of, like, the whole Champions League and Premier League thing. But so are we. We still, I don't think we have the players to do a Champions League campaign, a cup, and a Premier League. And this is where Arteta falls short for me as a manager, because I'll give you a great example. We had Bayern Munich, then we had the Aston Villa game. Now, Brentford were the game before, I think, Bayern Munich, and you can tell the team were nervous. Yeah, they were thinking about the Bayern Munich game in that Brentford game. Brentford was a hard game. We just got through that game. Yeah, but for me, he could have rested some key players in that Brentford game. He chose not to. And then against Bayern Munich, we just looked lost. And then against Villa, instead of, like, well, we're going through it all now. Instead of like, he could have chose, he could have chose to just go for the league instead of the Champions League, because I think we're more in a better position to win the Premier League than the Champions League.
I agree.
So what if we went out to Bayern Munich? So what? We've got the Premier League in our hands. The Premier League in our hands. But he wanted to go to Bayern Munich, mash up our players, and that was it. End of campaign for the Premier League. And for me, that's where he shows his inexperience. Now, how many more years are we going to give this guy for him to build up his experience? For him to fail, not win anything, and just keep telling him, oh, he's this great manager. He's this great manager. What's great about him? He's won one FA Cup.
Obviously, I was about to say that to you. One FA Cup in 5 years is pathetic for Arsenal Football Club. That's pathetic. Like, if any other manager, like in any other clubs in around the world, like in Real Madrid, Liverpool, Man United, Man City, only won one FA Cup in 5 years, about almost 800 million spent on players, they would have been sacked a long time ago. Honestly, they would have been sacked. Ancelotti would not have lasted at Real Madrid for 5 years if he won one La Liga title or one Copa del Rey. Mourinho would not have lasted long at any club if he only won one trophy in 5 years. All the top managers would not have been lasted that long at their clubs if they won one trophy in 5 years. We just seem to be very, it's the project, it's a new project, How many more years can we say it's a project? The project has got to start developing and start bearing foundation and getting us to the next level. Not every season, we've still got a young team. Can't be saying that anymore longer. Like, these players are getting older now.
I'm sick of these kind of stupid excuses, bro. Look at Chelsea's front line already. Chelsea's front line already, If they bring in Osimhen now, their front line is looking
deadly.
Nice. Nkuku, you've got
Cole Palmer on number 10.
Cole Palmer. So you've got Osimhen,
They're looking. If we're not careful, they might overlap us and go and challenge City again. That's what I'm worried about, because they got a strong team. They're building a strong team. The only issue they got,
Imagine if they beat City first game of the season. Can you imagine the confidence levels?
I know. They almost beat them last season. They drew them 4-4 at the Bridge. They took it to them. They were losing and they came back in the last kick of the game. They almost won the game. So I would never write them off, because they're a club that seems to, they'll struggle and they'll come back stronger, and they got the financial backing as well. Our owners, I don't know where's the money for us to buy new players. We've got a billionaire owner. Where's the money? Last time we bought Declan Rice for 100 million. Yes, that was a good signing for us to buy.
Bro,
where's the money?
Where's the money? We got money to buy players. We got money.
So why are we not spending the money on the players? I don't get it.
Because these men think they're smart. We've got money to buy players. But these men just think they're smart. Ten Hag will be sacked by Christmas, and Christmas present will be South Clown. That's funny, man. I would love that. I would love Southgate at Man United, man. That would just make my season. Cap says Villa has the second best manager in the league still in Unai Emery. Do you believe in that? Do you believe that?
I don't know.
Well, let's think about it. So you've got Pep, you've got Arteta, you've got Villa.
Well, Klopp's gone now, isn't it? So
Klopp's gone. Do you know what? Maybe
that's a very interesting topic to talk about.
That's a good argument.
Well, to be fair, he might be right, because no manager's won European titles more than Emery, like Europa League. So he's the only one that's won Europa League. So maybe he is right. I think he's right. Guardiola.
No one don't know who Maresca is. Not Ange. Sorry, but Ange ain't won nothing. Arteta ain't won nothing big.
Well, Ange's only won in Scotland, but Scotland's Italy to win. It's only two teams competing in Scotland anyway. At Celtic are superior to the other clubs anyway. They got the money, they got the best players. They always win the league every season.
No one don't know nothing about Slot. So Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like
So maybe he's
point.
got Caps has got a good point. I think he
Very
is the
good point.
best manager, second best manager in the league now that Klopp is gone.
Do you agree with that, chat, or not? Yeah. Do you think Emery's the second best manager in the league? Because I
I
can't
think
think
so.
of
I think
10
so.
Arsenal.
I can't name any other managers. When it comes to European pedigree, like Europa Leagues, he's won the most in Europa Leagues. He knows how to get the best out of players. Look at his done Ollie Watkins on
Yeah,
Bailey. He's got the
all that.
best out of them.
Yeah.
So he knows how to get the best out of players.
Yeah.
So I have to say that statement is correct. I agree with that statement.
Chris says top three is guaranteed again City, Arsenal, Liverpool. Fourth is between United and Villa, in my opinion. Maybe Newcastle too. Spurs are a car crash defensively. They can enjoy it. Eighth. Chelsea can enjoy their 100 players in their squad. that massive bus that they got, 3-decker squad. I'm not worried about them one bit. Maresca will get sacked. Yeah, I think the thing is with Chelsea, is that when you've got so many players, and someone alluded to this on their stream the other day, it's like you'll see players in training. Oh, these guys look really impressive. In the next week, these other players are going to look really, and then you're just going to be chopping and changing with all these different players all the time, and you're not going to have a solid base. But
definitely,
let's see how it
each
works.
to their own, innit? So we'll see what happens.
Cap says we should have won the first leg, then maybe he could have rested players. Yeah, that's right, and played more defensive in the second leg. No, you're right about that.
I agree.
We should have. Cap says Edu said the project will bang.
What project?
Oh yeah, manager will let Chelsea down. Leicester fans will tell you when Leicester were good, they were good. When they were bad last season. Leicester almost bought 15-point lead in the championship. Wow, man. See, it's Maresca's like,
he's a novice. It's not. He's only managed Leicester. He hasn't managed like in the Premier League. So he's only been Guardiola's like assistant or whatever. So
wow. Picked up the codes with Pep training. Oh wow!
Another Arteta.
I think so. Unai is elite. Chris says, remember Ange will need more praises this season by everyone for his wide open football Spurs defense, more open than Joe Collins' leg.
The shade on this channel. Oh my
god! Serious, man. Chris, man.
Oh man.
Arsenal always short. Name a time we had a full squad of ballers in the Emirates era. Listen, let's be optimistic. Let's be optimistic. Arsenal still have up to the 1st of September to make these transfers. Now, whether they do it or not is a different thing. But that's the only positive outlook I have. Do I think they're going to buy many players in? No, I don't. Is the Marino deal taking ages? And just because we're getting a Marino, that doesn't make us complete. That don't make us complete.
No.
I don't even, do you know what this Marino guy, to be honest, when I was watching Spain, I wasn't watching him. I was focused on Nico Williams and Yamal.
Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar, yeah. I wasn't focusing on this Marino guy. I like the other guy, the Fabio, is it Ruiz?
Yeah, Fabio Ruiz. We were linked to him as well.
I was looking at
him as well.
Yeah. From PSG, but
that's gone kind of dead now. Yeah.
What is Marino? Is he an 8? Is he a 6? What is he?
He compares to 6. He compares to 6 and he compares to 8 as well. So him and Declan Rice can rotate. Like he compares to 6 and he compares to 8. So.
Look at this comment here. Still haven't replaced Aubameyang. Still haven't replaced Pepe.
That's another question I'd like to ask you, Abdul. Do you think Pepe was a big flop at Arsenal? Deep down, when you really deep it, like not talk about money or like as a player, like what he contributed to the club. Like, that's a debate I would like to ask. And I've not asked anybody about it, because do you think
this is a good question? This is a good question.
I'll have to fire this to you because, like,
I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna be real. I think Arteta let Pepe down. You know, I think Pepe was a confidence man. You know, and Arteta ruined his confidence. Pepe scored some wicked goals for us, you know, when you think about it.
He did.
He scored
Europa
some
League.
really good goals. Yeah, he scored some really good goals. But the thing with Pepe, yeah, is that how can I put it?
It's body language sometimes.
Yeah, the
it's
body
language not given. It's like
But
sometimes you think like you give him the ball and he doesn't control it. You think he doesn't want to play. Like what? The guy's a player. The guy can actually play ball. He was balling out for when he was at Lille.
yeah,
Lille was that? He was balling
yeah,
out for them.
I just think like I don't think Arteta coached him right, to be honest, and I just don't think like Arteta, like I don't know if Arteta had some thing against him, but I just don't think that, you know, Arteta is a man, yeah, that he wants his players like working really hard, innit? He doesn't like, you know what, it's almost like he coaches like the flair out of players, isn't it? You know, I want you just like running up and down. Look at Saka, for example, yeah. He's like a man that's just like, oh, let's look at your defensive ability rather than, do you know what I mean, going forward. Obviously, Saka's very good going forward, but what people don't see is the things that he does at the back. He does a lot of defensive work as well. He's not the greatest defensively, but he does a lot of running back, getting the ball, you know, and then building the attacks again. Pepe wasn't that type of player. Pepe wasn't a player that will run back. When he lost the ball, he wouldn't run back. You know, he would lose the ball and his hands up or do something. You know, he was very lightweight as well on the ball as well. So I'm kind of mixed with it. I'm kind of like 50-50, you know. You know, maybe Pepe should have put in more effort, but also I think Arteta should have also, you know, give him a little bit more time. But it is what it is. He's not here now, and it's just one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just one of them ones. But
and he definitely would have given like Saka like a challenge Saka for his players on the right hand side.
Definitely,
like,
definitely.
As competition, that was Saka competition before he left anyway.
Bro, why didn't we bring Olise?
Olise
was there for the taking.
60 million was nothing.
Olise was there.
Him and Saka could rotate in matches, or you could play Save on the left, or you could play him through as a number 10. He's very versatile. Olise, and we didn't go for it. I'm so gutted about that one. That one over Pedro Neto, that's what I wanted. I wanted Olise. If we're gonna get anybody else, I want Olise, because the guy can score from free kicks. He's good at set pieces.
When he cuts in and he bangs it with his left foot, he's lethal, bro. Watch him score like enough goals. Yeah, if he stays fit for Bayern Munich, yeah, I think he's gonna cook for Bayern Munich. Obviously, there's Zaha as well. Zaha is not happy out in
Turkey. Does he play for your club? Does he play for your club in Turkey?
Yeah, he plays for Galatasaray. Yeah, so
they're trying to get rid of him. Apparently, they said
bring him to the carpet, bro.
I'll take him. He's holding up 31 now. I'll take him. Give him a 3-year deal or something. Take him, man. Or 4-year deal. Take him.
Take him. Maybe not a 3-year deal. Maybe a 1-year deal, but or loan or something.
Take him in, because he's the kind of guy. He's got experience. He knows how to play in the Premier League, and he can score goals. And he's playing with better players, so he can play on the left. He can play on the right. He can play through the middle. He'd be a good.
How do you know Elise didn't want to come? Did we put in the money to buy him?
No.
Elise would have come to Arsenal, yeah, if we would have put the money there, man. Seriously, he would have come. Yeah, he would have come. Oh, they had talks, I believe. Okay, so you probably know more than, but
it's a hard cook, but it's too
late. Man. But listen, guys, it's our show today with me and my boy Craig. Make sure you guys are clicking on the like button, yeah, on your way out. Make sure you're subscribing to both channels. We back again next week?
Yeah, next week. I'm available next week.
Yeah, so next week, boy, Craig might have to do some cooking, bro, because who we got first game of the season? I didn't even check. Wolves
at home.
We should beat them. They were tricky last season, though, weren't they?
But I'm trying to say that to you. They're another team that we should watch out for in the Premier League this season. I know they sold Neto. They can invest in their squad, and Gary Neville's a good manager. He kept up Bournemouth, kept up Wolves this last season when their manager left. The one in the West Ham manager now.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Lopetegui.
West Ham. Lopetegui. I think he's done well. It's 2 seasons in the Premier League. He's done well, Gary Neville. I feel like He's a good young
Harry
manager.
Onill's a decent manager.
Decent Premier League manager.
We need to watch out then next season.
Watch out for him. We need to watch out for Wolves. I think Wolves will be a dark horse. Not they won't get they won't they'll challenge against the big boys. They'll play well. Because last season when they played United at home, they lost 2-1 or 2-0. I think it was 2-0 or 2-1. They played well. They beat City. They know how to beat the big boys. So they're a team to watch out for this season, I would say.
What's your prediction?
In their squad.
What's your prediction? Because obviously we probably do we playing Saturday or Sunday, do you know?
I don't know. I think it's Saturday we're playing. Let me double check 1 second. I think it's a Saturday kickoff. Saturday the 17th, isn't it?
Oh, I don't even know. I'm all over the place. At the
moment. It's 17th. We're playing at 3 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah, see it. So give us. So in a way, Wolves have done us a favour then not having Neto then. So give us your prediction also in the chat as well. What's your prediction for Arsenal versus Wolves next week?
3-1 Arsenal, I'll say. We'll win 3-1.
I'm gonna say 2-1. I think it's gonna be tighter than you think. 2-1 Arsenal.
Yeah,
man. So yeah, let's see how we get on next season. Let's see how we get on next week about next season. I think the first game is Man United versus Fulham next Friday. Premier League's back.
Friday. Liverpool playing Ipswich. Ipswich are playing Liverpool 12:30 kickoff. That's going to be on either Sky or on TNT Sports. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So
and they got the fixtures are Arsenal, Wolves, Everton, Brighton, Newcastle, Southampton, Forest, Bournemouth, and the late kickoff is West Ham, Villa on Sky.
Yeah.
So those are the games.
Hold on. One more thing before we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mention it. Justin Timberlake, Julian Timberlake. What's he's got a foot injury, hasn't
he? Apparently it's a heavy load. Apparently him and California had injuries the other day. It's heavy load. Heavy load. But I think the man just said that they should be fit for the league start of the season. I don't think they're going to be. I don't know if California's going to be risked for tomorrow because he hasn't really done the pre-season training. I think he just started to train with the lads now. So, but I think Timber should be fit. They said Timber should be fit for the Wolves game anyway. So, don't be surprised if we see Shevchenko starting against Wolves on Saturday. Don't be surprised. He might be the only fit left back we have on Saturday.
Zinchenko?
Yeah, he might be the fit left back we got.
Nah, man. Are you serious?
King's injured. Tomiyasu is injured again.
This is what I'm talking about. What about
Tomiyasu
Skelly? Hold on. You was talking about Skelly and them man there. You saying them man are ready. You saying Lewis Skelly's ready.
But I don't know if he's ready for Wolves, though. It's a big game. I would have started. I said he's ready to come on to sub, not start him against Wolves. It's a different test.
Yeah.
But if you have no choice, then we have to play him. He has to play in. He's got to step up in it.
Kissing my teeth, bro. Anyway, people, we're gonna stop here. Listen, guys, make sure you guys like and subscribe to Waffle TV. Make sure you like and subscribe to 8-7, and make sure you guys have a great weekend. And Arsenal are playing Lyon tomorrow. If you're Arsenal fans, make sure you go and watch that today, tomorrow. And have a great weekend, and peace out, people. In a bit.
Peace.